today we're working on the Nova, and we're fixing the floors. Well, more like painting the floors, but we're gonna try this POR-15 stuff out. And here, open the door because I keep getting my finger stuck in there.
You dumb bitch.
That's what she said. So yeah, we're gonna. The coating they put on this stuff is junk. I had it on my rear tubs for my C10, and after a while, it just kind of rust up. So today we're basically just gonna prep for tomorrow. We're gonna rip all the wiring out. We're gonna wire wheel everything, scuff everything up, and get ready to apply that stuff tomorrow. So yeah, today's basically just prep. Yeah, let's start cleaning the interior up and getting it ready for POR-15. This thing is like completely stripped. We've taken everything out of it. So at this point, we're gonna take a bunch of wire wheels and basically wire wheel everything we're gonna paint tomorrow. Hopefully this doesn't take forever, but it is what it is. It has to be done, so it's time to start wire stripping this thing. Alright guys, so yeah, we're basically just trying to knock the top layer of shit off. If you see the rust, don't really worry about it because POR-15 is a rust converter. That's why we're choosing to use POR-15, because it'll convert all this rust and kind of stop it. So yeah, this is going to take forever, so I'll keep time-lapsing this, but I don't think we have to do this. This doesn't matter as much. We can just sand this or Scotch-Brite it. It should be fine. But yeah, this sucks. It is what it is. But we're just going to keep getting to it and try to knock it out. But this is going to take forever, huh, Ralph?
Yeah.
Alright, everybody. So Will's being a little bitch. He's going to leave. However, I bought myself a new tool.
How much work have I done? Fuck you.
He didn't do anything.
People are gonna believe that shit too. That's what's fucked up. People are really thinking.
No, he helped. He did half of it, I did the other half. We got a new tool though, alright, because I was getting tired of this fucking sanding with paper shit, so hopefully this goes by faster. We're gonna finish it up really quick. And yeah, tomorrow we're gonna scuff everything up and start the process.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Alright guys, it's day 2, so hopefully today we can finish prepping it and get starting to the exciting part, which is painting it. This has been a lot of work, but Rafa banged out a lot of it actually last night. So the floorboards kind of ready. Everything else is kind of ready. We're gonna spend a little bit more time trying to knock this rust off the back, the little surface rust, and then we'll scuff up the floor pans. And then this thing should be ready to get degreased, metal prepped, and then start the POR-15. So back to sanding, I guess. At this point, it's time to start the degreasing process. So we're gonna start vacuuming the floor and just get ready to go. But yeah, we took this thing. I can't believe we took it down to bare metal in most places, but it is what it is. The better we prepped, the better it's gonna come out. So let's start vacuuming and then start the next process. Yep. We got the POR-15 cleaner degreaser. Oh, if you're gonna do this on a big area, just go buy all the big portions of this shit because you're gonna use it. Like, we already used half this bottle of cleaner degreaser, but you have to dilute it 1:1. So that's what we did on the bottle. So it says on the instructions, it's 1:1. So, and AutoZone sold us bottles without fucking the little tubes to hold it, so we'll have to spray it upside down. But we just gotta go over here and basically just degrease the whole thing. Just basically spray everywhere that's gonna get hit with POR-15, just degrease the whole area. And then when you're done spraying this shit, you just kind of, seems counterintuitive, but you rinse it off with a hose, and then you go to the metal prep, which I don't really understand how that doesn't just flash rust, but I don't know. I'm gonna follow the instructions. They know better than we do. So me and Ralph are gonna spray this whole floor down, degrease it, and move on to the next step. Spray the shit out of it, huh?
Yeah.
We're washing it off now. So, yeah, I don't know, it seems weird. I don't like it. I feel like this is bad, but this will just follow the instructions. It's time to do this metal, the metal prepper basically, it like etches the metal. So the key part with this is you have to keep this thing wet for 10 minutes on the bare metal, but we're just gonna keep the whole thing wet for 10 minutes. And then after that, wash it off, I think after it dries. And then after that, we should just be able to start painting on this thing finally. So just gonna get to it. Alright, so it hasn't even been that long. It's probably been a couple minutes since the last clip, but you can already tell that it's already reacting, so we've done it correctly. We haven't screwed this one up. So happy days. Now we're probably gonna get some food or something because it's gonna take a while for this thing to dry. At least it's hot as hell. It's not as hot as it's normally been, but it's hot as hell. So
it's kind of like
perfect really. Yeah. So finally the gods of well, I'm not gonna speak too soon about it going well, but let it dry and we'll come back and start putting POR-15 on this thing. Okay, so the first coat is on, and unfortunately we tried using the roller on this side and it kind of like some of the fibers came off, so don't use a roller, definitely just use a brush because the brush side literally looks perfect.
Yeah,
like it's amazing. We're kind of hoping that when we do the second coat that it's gonna cover this shit up. That's what we're hoping for, but if not, it's getting carpet thrown over it. This is basically just to stop rust. That's all we really care about. So you guys, it came out pretty good. I wish I'd known about that roller thing, but kind of is what it is. We don't really care about throwing a carpet over it, so it doesn't really matter, like you said, but it's looking amazing. We'll come back after the second coat. We might do one more coat depending on how this looks, but it looks pretty good. So we're gonna let it dry again, and then if we decide to put another coat on, we'll show you. And if not, we'll show you the finished result probably in like a day or two when it is completely cured and nice and dry. Alright guys, so it's been about like maybe like 2 or 3 days, so we know for sure it is fully dry. It came out amazing. We're really happy with it. But couple tips. If you do this, make sure you have a couple days or you're gonna separate everything. I would have a day where you prep everything, sand everything down. For sure do a DA. It's a lot quicker than just doing the stupid wheel that we were doing. It doesn't make any sense, but we thought it would work pretty good, but it doesn't. So for sure get a DA and do it that way. Maybe do it with like 80 or 60. The next thing is, do not get that stuff, that POR-15 on your hand. It's been like I said, like 3 or 4 days now, and I still haven't been able to fully get this shit off my hand. I'll post a picture what my hands have looked like for the last 2 or 3 days. If you do get it on your hands, like oils kind of work. Like basically soak your hand in oil for like 10-15 minutes and start scrubbing. And then the next tip I would give is use a brush. Do not use a roller or get better quality rollers, because unfortunately some of the fibers on the rollers came off onto the floorboard and they're kind of stuck there. We don't really care because we're going to put a carpet and sound ending over it, so it doesn't really matter. We just want to stop rust, and that's really all we care about. So in that case, the floor came out amazing. I'll show you guys now. Alright guys, so this is the finished result. It came out amazing in my opinion. I feel like we did a really good job, especially since this is our first time using this stuff. We're not really familiar with it. Unfortunately, because of the roller we used, some of the fibers came off. You can kind of see it's a little textured right there. It doesn't really matter because, again, this is not going to get seen. It's going to get covered by carpet, but we just wanted to basically stop the rust and kind of the stuff that the replacement pans come with, that like EDP, I guess it's called, doesn't last after a while. So like on my truck, I didn't paint my rear fenders, and they're all pitted and nasty and rusty now. So we definitely wanted to do something to stop the rust on the floor, and this came out amazing. If you're going to do this, I highly recommend it. Super cheap, it was really easy. Me and Rafa have never done it, and we were able to do it in a weekend and figure it out. Just make sure you do a lot of time prepping. That's the big thing. If you want this thing to be perfect, you're gonna spend a couple days prepping. But yeah, this thing is really coming along now. Maybe not the next video, but the video after that, we're gonna rebuild the rear suspension and start Raptor lining the bottom. And then it's gonna start moving on to stuff like fuel system and getting stuff like ready to run. I'm not really looking forward to Raptor lining the bottom because it's gonna be more sanding. I'm kind of over it. Spent like maybe like 8 or 9 hours sanding on this damn thing, and we're not done. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.